Well, welcome back to the Meatgrinders show. I'm your host as always, Rakeem, and my co-host.
Just sharing.
And like I said, we got some breaking sad news about Dikembe Mutombo. Stay tuned as we bring more to you about this story. All right, the breaking news: NBA former NBA center, Hall of Famer, shot blocker and rebounder Dikembe Mutombo has died today at 58 years old.
58.
Yeah,
And didn't even get to spend a whole lot of time enjoying his retirement.
that's true. And he was famous for doing the wave my finger, ha ha ha, not in my house.
Not in my house.
Yeah. His family confirms he died of brain cancer. And let's get into the story. Sad news.
Breaking news from the world of sports. Legendary NBA player Dikembe Mutombo has died at 58 years old.
Before we finish, we got this from, I think, NBC News?
His family says he was fighting brain cancer. The native of the Democratic Republic of the
ABC
Congo played
News.
for nearly 2 decades in the NBA.
Wow.
He was known for his finger-wagging celebration after his many blocked shots. After his retirement, Mutombo became a global ambassador for basketball. I want to bring in Brian Buckmeyer. Brian, you actually met Dikembe Mutombo. What's your memory of him?
Yeah, so I met Dikembe at a UNICEF event back in 2017, and my memory of him was just being in awe. Looking up at him, and he truly was a light in the room. Many people, as myself being a child of the 80s and 90s, remember him of that finger wag, and we talked about that. I told him I loved his career, I loved everything about him. There's a picture of me, and for the record, I want everyone to know, I'm 6'4", okay? I am not small, but he is 7'2", and the thing that I remember most about him is I wanted to learn so much about him, but he made the conversation always about me. He was so impressed that I had come from Toronto, and I played soccer in college, and then I was a public defender, and I think he was such a light in terms of making you feel like the biggest person in the room and being so proud of the accomplishment.
Well, they say he was a humble guy. He was never a real cocky guy.
Yeah, well, I'm not knowledgeable on basketball, but I just sad that 58 years old, and no telling how long he's been battling this cancer. So it took away a lot of years of his life.
Yeah. Well, first news reported last year, I think sometime last year, but we don't know how long he's been battling it since then.
That's right.
So we don't know what stage he was in or anything.
Some of those cancers can linger for a while. They go into remission, come back, go into remission, and come back. So it could have been battling this thing for up to 8 years. Who knows?
That's true. Well, it's sad news for his family, his kids. 58, he didn't really enjoy life like that.
He had a wife and kids?
I think he had some kids. I don't know about his wife for sure.
So was he still living over here in the U.S.? Or?
That's a good question. I never looked that far into him, but I'm assuming he was because he was in a center here in the United States battling brain cancer.
Oh, okay. I know he's from the Congos, but no, I didn't know whether he. I just like his commercials. We used to, do all those commercials. Not in my house.
Yeah, I used to enjoy those commercials too.
Not in my house.
And we got this from ABC News. I said wrong news earlier. Well, he was Hall of Famer, all NBA defensive player team, and you never heard anything bad about Dikembe.
No, never did. But it's a sad. It doesn't matter how famous you are, how much money you have, or your status in life. Cancer don't care.
That's true.
I mean, it take out the rich and famous just like take out the poor and nobody. So it's a terrible thing. You would think. All these years of research, all the money that go into cancer research, that they can come up with something.
Well, they say cancer research is a money game. It's all about the money they get.
Is that right?
Yeah, chemo and all that.
Well, but surely surely something.
You would think so.
But I guess but then again, it depends on how early you catch it. And with I guess with brain cancer, it's usually by the time you start getting symptoms or getting really sick, you might be too far along. I mean,
Yeah, I agree with it.
who knows? I mean, cancer is it's a horrible thing. It's a horrible thing. It took my mother out, so it's a horrible thing. And I, but that's the way of the world. I mean, that's the way of the world. I mean, people get sick and people die. So
Yeah.
some people have a harder life and a harder death than others, but
Yeah.
that's just the way it is. I mean,
Yeah, he rose from the poverty of Congo, Democratic Republic of Congo, had a successful life in the United States. I said, rest in peace to Dikembe Mutombo, and was a prayers out to his family.
yeah.
And like I said, like, share, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think what happened to Dikembe Mutombo.
Yep.
And we'll call this one Meatgrinders Sports. Over and out.
Meatgrinders Sports.
Yeah.
You got some favorite thing, don't you?
Just like I do. Well, until next time, people, take care of yourselves and each other. Any final statements?
No, not much you can say about this.
Okay. Well, until next time, people, we out.